Hello and welcome to another edition of Shoulders Above the Rest Radio. I am your host, Brendan, and today I want to chat with you guys about the secret sauce, the hidden secret, the formula to success. Might not be what you think, because it is plain and simple. It's something you probably already know, something you've heard, something you might logically understand, but it is very difficult to execute. And that is, quite simply, you need consistency and patience to achieve whatever goal it is that you have set out for this year. So, whether your goal is to lose weight, or maybe it's to get stronger, or learn a new movement like a muscle up, or something like that. If you are trying to do it all at once, and if you're trying to do it in a condensed time frame, you may be setting yourself up for failure. So what I'm going to offer to everyone is to take a step back and think about what is their motivation behind that goal, and ask them if they don't have it within, let's say, 3 months, will they stop doing it? And if they would stop doing it, if they don't have it in 3 months, would they be mad next year if they did stop it at the 3-month mark and still didn't have it because of that? Or if they didn't have it at 3 months, a year from now, would they be proud of themselves because even though they didn't have it at 3 months, they kept working towards it, and now they do have it a year from now? Whether that's, a weight loss goal, a skill goal, handstand push-up, something, or a strength goal, squatting 2 times their body weight, something like that. And the reason I say that is because probably the best way to achieve whatever your goal is to make a small, repeatable action into your daily habit and lifestyle and just let that compound on itself. So let's look at weight loss. For members at my gym, we're doing the 800 gram challenge starting next Monday, the 24th. It may seem like a really sort of insignificant movement. Like, okay, I'm going to eat some more fruits and veggies. How is that going to help me get healthier? Well, over time, making sure that you're eating fruits and veggies will help you be healthier, because you'll have all those vitamins and minerals and micronutrients that you may not be getting right now, that you may not know those, not having those things, are impacting your everyday quality of life and health. And so while you may not notice it immediately, over time, a deficiency in some of these things might cause some pretty severe health issues. So adding those fruits and veggies back in, you may not see the immediate result, but you also may not see the consequence of avoiding it, which is a huge value. So adding in fruits and veggies daily is going to potentially save your life, add years to your life. We don't really know exactly, but it could. There are some pretty significant benefits to making sure you're getting your vitamins and minerals, and it's much better to get it through your diet than just through supplements. There's some studies that show that supplements generally aren't nearly as effective as they claim to be, or you don't absorb as much of the vitamin or mineral that in the supplement that you're taking. So anyways, going to say that's for a whole different rant, but, and you may not think about how this could, if you just start adding in fruits and veggies to your daily routine, how it could potentially help you lose weight a year from now, right? Because the process would be slow, but it would be consistent and it would compound on itself. It's like, okay, let's say I start investing $100 a week, and after 3 months, I don't have as, much money as I had hoped. And so it's like, all right, well, I'm just going to stop investing. Well, of course not. Everyone would say, well, you got to keep going. You got to keep doing it. It takes time. On the flip side, it's like, well, I'm going to invest $1,000 a week, which it's like, okay, maybe that's too much. And then I can't sustain it because I can't pay the bills anymore. And then I give up. And it's like, oh, well, you were trying to do too much. You got to take it easier. Slow down a little bit, right? So by taking a step back and saying, all right, what is my goal? And what, realistically, does it truly matter if I can do it immediately, if I can reach that goal immediately or within a month, 2 months? Maybe, right? Especially with the open coming up. If your goal is to get a handstand push-up or a muscle up or something, it's like, sure, that might have an impact this year if you don't get it. But next year, if you're consistent and you do have that skill, you will be much better off and much happier than if you just gave up after this year's open because you tried to get it between January and February and you didn't. And then you're right back in the same thing. For me, that's strength. Year after year, I tell myself, I need to get stronger. I need to do better. And I don't consistently train my strength like I should. And then it gets to the open and it's like, crap, I need to be stronger. What am I going to do? Well, the best day to have started getting stronger was about 10 years ago when I started doing CrossFit. If I would have done a consistent strength program and stuck with it, I would be super strong right now. It would be awesome. But I'm not, because I didn't stay consistent with it. Because we all need to be reminded of this lesson. We all need to hear this on a regular basis because it is important and it is difficult. I'm not saying it's, once you hear this and you're just going to have your life changed and boom, everything's going to be solved, because it's not. What's important is understanding that you got to have patience and you've got to make changes that are going to be consistent, and you've really got to get through that period of time where it seems like work. And so like with diet, adding in fruits and veggies at the beginning, it's going to feel like work. It's probably different from most people's routine. You don't think of it if you're at the grocery store or eating out. But over time, if you really commit to it and start doing it, and it's, something manageable enough that you are like, okay, I can do this day after day, keep stacking. Eventually, it's not going to feel like work. It's just going to be part of who you are. It's going to be your regular routine. Same thing with just showing up to the gym. Maybe you just need to be consistent with showing up to the gym, and you have to quit quitting and restarting all the time. So you put going to the gym as a non-negotiable. You don't make conflicting appointments. You decline social engagements or other things that would make you not come to the gym. And you start coming and you're consistent with it. And then you start to, improve your diet. And then that builds and it improves and improves. And over time, now that is who you are. You're someone who goes to the gym. You're someone who eats healthy. And you live that, right? And people come up to you, oh my gosh, how do you do it? And you say, I don't know. It's just who I am. It's just what I do. So circling back to this, like patience and consistency, they are the secret recipe, and yet it's not a secret, right? We all know it. It's just a matter of doing it. So whatever your goals are this year, take a step back, ask yourself, what change can I make that will get me towards this goal that I could do every day or every week, depending on what your goal is. And if your initial goal feels like too much, scale it back a little bit. Find something that you could do consistently. And then potentially reframe when you expect to achieve that goal. Give yourself a little bit of leeway. Give yourself some patience. You have to be consistent, right? If you're not doing it, you shouldn't be patient with yourself if you're not doing the goal. In that sense, you need to get your ear in gear and say, hey, this is not what I want. I need to start doing the action that is going to get me closer to my goal. And if you are consistently doing it, just because you don't see immediate results, doesn't mean you should give up. You just have to be consistent. After a certain period of time, maybe you do need to ramp it up to the next level because it's too easy or you've plateaued, your progress does stall out a little bit. That's when you take it up to that next level. But to get started, make it something you can do without fail. Repeat. Okay? So that is my message to you all today. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Hopefully you found this beneficial. This has been Shoulders Above the Rest Radio. Thanks for listening.